What? Spat Count Bleck in utter disbelief. Surely this news cannot be true. The heroes still live?
Oh, I'm afraid so, my Count. In fact, they'll be here before long.
What? Is that true then? What are we doing twiddling our biscuits here? Count Bleck, let me go throw him a nice welcome party. Bring him the punch.
Oh, I want to party with those party poopers too. Wait up, old chunks. Me. Well, I'm not one to miss a party. Oh, but wait one moment. Dear Count, does the name Lumiere ring a bell?
Where did you hear that name, Dimentio?
Oh, the mustache man's pixel went on and on, she said. I must stop Lumiere. But I suppose there's no reason to pay any mind to the ramblings of a pixel. Ciao for now, my Count. Count Bleck, if that pixel's who you think it is, there's still time. You can still stop the prophecy from destroying everything. Yeah, because if that's really her, if she's still alive, you have to stop all this. No, not what you're saying, Nastasia. The prophecy can no longer be stopped by Count Bleck. No one can stop it. Yeah, I'm on board with what you're saying, but there must be a way. There must. Lord Blumiere?
The man known as Lumiere died long ago. Now there is only Bleck, the dark prognosticus' choice to fulfill the prophecy. Nothing more.
But...
Come to Count Bleck, heroes. If you hope to save these worlds, then come! Bleck! Lumiere, my son, don't! Even your ancestors could not handle that dark book. If you open it, there's no telling what might happen. I do not care, Father. A world without her is empty. A life without her is empty. Speak, dark prognosticus. Teach your dark history. I await your command. Bleck! Lumiere, what have you done? Silence! The first prophecy beckons. I will erase every inch of this blasted world. Lumiere! Don't do this! Lumiere! Lumiere is no more. I am Count Bleck, and no one shall stand in my way. Bleck!
No, Blumiere, you mustn't. Darling, how could you? Oh, darling, you. Why? Hey, Tippy, snap out of it, will ya? What? I thought you'd just gone back to town, but then I saw you lying there not moving. And then you started shouting loudly. I have to say, you kind of startled me. I'm alright. I'm sorry for startling you. Lumiere, is that a person's name you were saying? Are you remembering something from the past, perhaps? No, it's nothing. Nothing at all. So, should we go to Merlin's? We ought to tell them that we found the last pure heart.
So, we have gathered all the pure hearts, and all four of the heroes at sea. Now we can just stomp this Count Bleck guy and call it a day.
Here for the poor people of this world who must continue to look at the sky and worry. Move that quickly and ease their hearts and minds.
What troubles you, Tippy?
The prophecy. We really had to destroy Count Bleck to stop it from happening?
Much of this dark prophecy had already come to pass, but stop it we must. It was by Count Bleck's hand that the Chaos Heart was summoned, bringing this peril.
Without him, the prophecy's power will wither. All worlds can avoid their end. Yes, I suppose you're right. Guess we always knew that, didn't we? Tippy, what's the matter, huh? My dear, is there something between you and this Count Bleck? No, nothing. It was nothing. I'm fine, let's go. Very well then. Once again, your first task is to set this pure heart in a Heartpillar. Once you've done that, you must head back to the Black Tower in Flipside. Hello and welcome everybody! This is your host Learbach, and you're just now seeing the introduction for Super Paper Mario at about 7 minutes into the video. We had a lot of cutscenes there to go over. So yeah, in the last episode we finished up, well, we say it's heaven and hell essentially, or the over there and underwear. Very clever names, I might add. And in this episode, we've been just had a info dump right there. For those of you that weren't paying attention earlier to the cutscenes, to the little in-between section between the villain cutscenes and the actual main gameplay segments. Yeah, I think it's at this point pretty obvious that Tippy and Count Bleck are a lot more connected than we once thought. And yeah. Let's see, what do we need here? We're gonna need a few things. We don't have a whole lot of money, do we? Anything I can sell? I've completely forgotten what my inventory looks like. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Not too much we can really... Aside from the hot dogs we spent way too much on, though granted, it does save us some, yeah, we'll sell Shooting Star. I don't think we'll be using too much of it at this point. Yeah, so, we're getting closer and closer to the end game here. We're gonna get a light shroom just to kind of stay robust a little, just in case. 'Cause I have a feeling we're gonna run into some problems here. I don't think we're gonna die, but I mean, I've been having a pretty bad run. I mean, granted, when I first started this game, it's pretty much fresh after I just finished it, so I was probably in a much better position to beat the game. But now it's been a few months. I mean, hell, the last chapter. And now we're pretty much, back to back, a week apart, like I normally do them. But before that, it was like a month or two. Partly because of the whole, COVID hit. And if you're living far, far in the future and you have no clue what COVID is. Oh, you sweet summer child, if only to know to be in your shoes. And if you're somewhere on the past, back before this whole COVID thing, or even back before 2020 hit in general, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're in for a really bad treat. 2020 this year has been just so utterly horrible as a whole. I mean, I guess we really should have known when Australia spontaneously caught fire. Like the first thing of note, we almost went to war with who's almost Korea, I think, because the guy masquerading as our president right now can't keep his big mouth shut. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, also because of him, we as in America rather. Suffered some of the worst of the pandemic that we were currently suffering because, hey, you know that thing a leader is supposed to do? Lead? He can't do that. Not even during the best of times he couldn't lead, especially not during a crisis. Then you also had the quote-unquote riots, or protests as normal people call them, over, let's put it this way, an over-eager police force, and also, heavily racist police force. And again, also a just as racist president. Anyway, let's not bring it to life here. I'm bringing the mood down. Let's talk to this guy. Let's focus on the end of the world that's in front of us right now, not the end of the world that's actually in front of us. So the time has come. Heroes, the last door is at the top of Flipside Tower in the center of town. I'll go ahead and wait there for you. Once you're prepared for battle, come to me. I know there's a lot more to that, what he just said there, but the way I read that was just so off. I had to improvise. Those moments where you just have to improvise way off script because you just were not prepared. But anyway, so let's see. What did I do with my? Oh, there it is. Lost my phone there for a second. The one time I don't have my timer on. Yes, for those of you that don't know, one of the best ways you can do a Let's Play is if you want to keep track of your time, have a timer on by. I don't have a timer on right now, primarily because I'm using Audacity, which is my audio recording program, to keep track of time. It's not really going to be useful after the first episode because it keeps going on. And at minute 40, I'm kind of like, okay, I know this is 40 minutes into the entire recording session, but it's like I stopped the last episode at 10 minutes something. Or stopped the first episode at 10 something, or actually right now it'd be 13, 14 something, and the second episode was stopped at 30 something, or 25 something. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers off the top of my head, and I gotta figure out what time, and all this weird stuff. For this Let's Play, for the format I'm doing here, it doesn't really matter so much, but it does help me to know whether or not I can, just kind of drag an episode on like I am right now with talking, or whether or not I need to speed it up, because I don't have a team of editors like some other people to do all that fancy work for me. I have to do all the work myself. So anyway, this is the final door. 8 pure hearts versus the dark prognosticus. Castle Bleck awaits. There's something on that last page of the light prognosticus. Only those who have not abandoned hope can turn back the prophecy of doom. They walk forward into the future, no matter how dark and uncertain it may be. You have fought all this way because you believed the future could be bright. I can't go through this door with you, but I send you with all my hope in my heart. I know that you can do it. I too believe in my heart. Thank you, both of you. Leave it to us. Oh, we're gonna group hug. Enough pep talk, Gramps. I'm doing this for me. Tippy. I don't know what is in your mind, but if this is too hard, please feel free to stay behind. No, I'm going. I've decided I must do this. Tippy, if you remember your turns. Tippy, you've changed so much. You've grown so strong. So, be sure to return safely to me. I will, Merlin. Let's go. Let's defeat Count Bleck. Let's save all these worlds from destruction. And hurry, for the worlds may not have much time. You get one last view of that giant black hole. And in that black span of nothing, you will find Castle Bleck. You may face battles harder than any you have endured thus far. If you feel ready to face this challenge, then please go forward. So before we do, I just want to go ahead and point out something here real quick. As of recording this, Paper Mario: The Origami King has already come out, and I've heard a lot of people say good things about it. I've also seen a lot of it, and or not seen a lot of it, but I've seen a lot of the earlier parts of the game. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I'm going to buy it or not. And one of the big main problems I have with Paper Mario Origami King has nothing to do with the story. It has to do more with the behind-the-scenes stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you listening on this are also big Paper Mario fans. But for those of you who aren't, understand that the team that worked on this game and the previous Paper Mario games is not the same team that worked on the current Paper Mario games. And also, for some strange reason, the current Paper Mario team isn't allowed to make unique characters, which is kind of a BS statement because they do make unique characters anyway, but they're not allowed to modify existing Mario characters. Like, Toad cannot be gendered, Koopas can't be gendered. You can put a silly hat on them apparently, or take the wick out of the bomb, the fuse out of the bomb, but you can't make them into unique characters, which is really weird, and it really But anyway, I just wanted to vent that little frustration out because part of the thing that makes this game in the first two Paper Marios so good are the unique characters, the background characters, Merlin and Noram, however you say his name. I'm just not really thinking right now. Alone, Merlin's been in all three games. This is a very different version of Merlin than we've seen previously, but the first two games he was in. And, first game he had a much prominent story, and this one they actually did something with a version of him, rather. But yeah, it really makes me angry offended on almost on a personal level, that Nintendo doesn't want to make Paper Mario again. They don't want to make this kind of Paper Mario. They want to focus on making a very different Paper Mario. Not even so much the gameplay doesn't really offend me too much, though Sticker Star is just god-awful, and Color Splash right here was not much different. They only had added an extra step to the process. But like I said, the game, if they want to do the weird gameplay, that's fine. I mean, I feel like that also is the reasoning for that is also kind of weird, obtuse, and BS. But whatever. Come up with a better reason. But you can do the. I don't have a problem with the gameplay. I do want to see an original RPG, RPG style Paper Mario, or even just Super Paper Mario. The mechanics in this are just fine. I want to see them, but yeah, so many different things. And one of the biggest complaints of the first two of the new Paper Mario games is that Bowser had no character. And you see this game, dude, Bowser has more character in this in Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door than all three of the new Paper Marios combined. And I'm not sure, like I said, I can't speak too much for Origami King, but I'm almost certain he doesn't have that much character compared to the amazing character he is in this game, or even 1,000 Year Door. But anyway, that little rant's gone. I think we'll go ahead and end this video off, and in the next episode, we will continue on with our last chapter. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Mario, Princess Peach, Bowser, Luigi, be strong. YouTube, Tippy.